Hi, welcome to Yvonne Chido podcast. And today, let's talk about letting go of your past and focusing on your now. So, I have a story to tell. I lost both my parents when I was 4 years old, and I wished so much to have them. How I wished to feel the love of a mother and the love of a father. But I didn't get that privilege, and there's nothing that I could do about it because they were gone. In as much as I would have wished them to be alive, if that wish would come true, I'm sure I would run away because they'll be coming back as ghosts. But it wasn't the past and it cannot be changed. In as much as I would wish to rewrite my story, I can't do that because it's impossible. Time moves. And that's the fact that we need to embrace. And that's the fact that you need to embrace. Especially if you are holding on to your past experiences. You know, me holding on to the passing of my parents has affected a lot of things in my life because I was living a life of if only. If only they were there, my life could have been better. If only they were there, maybe I would have achieved so and so. If only they were there, maybe the decisions that I made, maybe relationship decisions would have been filled with wisdom because I would have someone who really cares about me to advise me on what to do. But I needed to accept the situation that is at the present moment for me to be able to make wise decisions. So I've come to share this topic with you, to speak to you about this particular topic, which is of human interest and which is very important for you to know and to understand, because I know that a lot of you have made mistakes in the past, and some of you may have experienced some form of pain. Maybe you've gone through certain form of, you've been traumatized. You went through a traumatizing experience. And because you continue to think about that experience, it affects how you run your life. Because you need to understand that holding on to your past, it affects your progress in life. It makes you stagnant because your past will constantly suck away your confidence. So I want you to understand that there is nothing good in the past. The only good that you can get from your past experiences maybe are lessons and also some inspiration that can push you to focus on your present moment and also to build a future that you desire. So when I'm talking about past experiences, my focus is not only on the negative experiences that you may have encountered, but there are also those people that may have achieved great things in the past. You should not hold on to those successes because they will hinder you to completely understand and appreciate your full potential. But the moment you use your past successes as an inspiration to push for greater things in the future, then it means your past should serve as a real view mirror that will motivate you to do great and massive things. Even if you made mistakes in the past, let them serve as an inspiration for you to correct your present moment so that you can have great and achievable results in the future. So I want to encourage someone that, for instance, if you're someone who has been traumatized, maybe you were abused in the past, never use that as a justification of your present moment. Yes, I understand the pains that are associated with trauma. If someone did something wrong to you, I always encourage people. I once posted a video to this effect that you need to forgive, and not for the person, but for yourself. Because the moment you continue to hold on to what wrong they did to you, then it means you're constantly giving them power to have control over your life. And whatever goal that you want to achieve, or whatever destiny or whatever dream that you carry, as long as you continue to hold on to your past experiences, you won't be able to achieve them. Because they will affect your self-esteem. They will affect even your self-belief. Because you feel like you don't deserve to do certain things. You don't deserve to do great and massive things. You don't deserve to achieve great things in life. That's how your past can affect you. So what do you do if someone has wronged you? You go to them, you tell them, I've forgiven you, and do that with an understanding of forgiveness, that you're really forgiving them so that you can retain your power. Because the moment you think of what wrong they did to you, you get frustrated. And just by that virtue of that frustration, you're using so much energy to be angry at someone who does not know that you're angry about them. And when you do that, you're taking away the energy that you're supposed to be using for your success, the energy that you were supposed to be using for greater things that you can achieve. So I want to encourage you to release your past and focus on what you want to build in your future. Have this imaginative, creativity that can encourage you to create great things for your future. You know, the good thing about being a human being, if you're a Christian like me, you understand that you were created in the image of your Creator. So if you are created in the likeness of God, then it means you've got a creative power within you. So you can imagine of the kind of life that you desire. You can imagine of the kind of life that you want to see being built in your life, and start being intentional about it. Life is intentional. So you need to, the more you understand that life is intentional, the better, because it will help you to make, informed decisions that are not inspired, or that are not inspired from bitterness, or that are not inspired from anger, but decisions that are inspired from you wanting to see a better life for yourself and for those that are around you. I understand that our society currently is broken. Why? Because there is a lot of things that happened in the past. There are a lot of seeds that were planted in the past that has actually affected the state of being of our society. If you see many marriages falling down, it's because of the decisions that were made in the past and people clinging to those decisions. So I want to encourage you to focus on your present moment. Even if you check our societies and our communities, you may realize that the reason why we are stagnant and we are not moving is because we continue to make reference of our past experiences. As Black people, I understand that a lot of us were subjected to colonialism and subjected to slavery. But the moment we continue to cling on that mentality, it means the slave mentality, has not left us, but we are continuously being controlled. So I want to encourage you that in as much as you had a terrible experience, it is your responsibility to move away from your past, to move away from that mindset that controls you. If you feel that your life, you're like imprisoned, your mind is under some form of bondage just because of the brainwash that you experienced through the colonial era, then I'm encouraging you to decolonize your mind. You need to learn new things. You need to learn the truth about who you are and the truth about your own life, and begin to dictate how you're supposed to be running your life. There are certain standards that have been set, which are really not standards that you should cling onto, because they are sort of like they are actually making you to be in bondage. Above all other things that you can think of, or above all things that you can imagine, choose your freedom, choose your happiness, and choose to clearly create the kind of future that you want. So let me give you an example of a person who wants to build a house. They first approach someone to write a plan for them, a plan for the kind of like a dream home, a dream house that they desire. So they actually have a completed picture. Thank God these days we actually have a 3D. So you can actually see your house completed on the paper before you even start building it. So that's the same with you. If you want to have a happy life, and if you want to fight all the negativity that may be surrounding you, start creating that imaginative image that you want, that you desire in your mind, such that you'll be able to pursue it with intentionality, because you know the picture that you are pursuing. But then if you focus on your past picture, I'm sure it's not a good picture that you would want to meditate upon. Even if you think you have succeeded in the past, you can do better than that. You can do better things. Remember, every day the world is changing. So what is stopping you from changing as well? You can change for the better. You should not cling to your past. You should continue to improve the outcome of your tomorrow. The reason why we always have a day after today, it means that we are being given another chance to create better things than the things that we might have created yesterday. So if that's the case, then it means you need to develop better things and better approaches to life than what you might have used yesterday. I hope this message has been inspirational enough to someone, and it will cause someone to take action and to forget their past and to focus on what they can create right now. If you are to make reference to your past, make reference to your past as an inspiration that will inspire you, that will motivate you to create better things in the future. For now, goodbye.